Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time stumbling across me, welcome to my channel. Need some water. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial, but it's going to be a little different than the ones that I've done pretty much up until this point. So instead of doing like my normal like voiceover, like straight tutorial type stuff, I'm going to just do whatever makeup look I feel like doing. It'll probably end up being something like dramatic because I haven't done anything like that in a while. And I'm also going to be, it's going to be like a chit chat type video, and I'm going to be talking about why I've been gone for a few months from uploading and stuff like that. So, yeah. Alright, so my skin has been breaking out like freaking crazy lately, and I'm pretty sure that it's because of what I'm about to talk about. So, let's see, when was it? The beginning of July to the end of June, and okay, I gotta like preface this with some backstory of my family. So, right now I'm just going to cover up all my breakouts and obnoxiousness with the Cover FX cream concealer, and I use the shade Light. I like to use like way lighter shades than my foundation because I feel like it just like really covers the breakout, and that's what I want to happen. So yeah, that's what I do, and I'm just gonna cover them all up with my fingers, and of course the cap just fell. Great. So to preface this, I have a very big family. So I have, out of like my blood related siblings, I have an older half sister who is from my dad's first marriage. So she's blood through my dad, and then through both of my blood parents, I have an older brother, then there's me, then I have a younger sister, and then I have an even younger sister, and that youngest sister is special needs, and then my parents are divorced, and I have a stepbrother and stepsister on both sides from that. So my very youngest sister, she has special needs, and we were actually born on the exact same day. Our birthday's coming up. It's September 4th. I will be 21. Oh yeah. And she'll be 16, which is so freaking cute. So she's always had like medical problems and stuff. It just comes with her syndromes. They are very rare and whatnot. Yeah, so we're just like kind of used to her having like difficulties, you know, because her syndromes are very rare, and like not very many kids have them, or not very many people have them, and the lifespan isn't very long for the people who do. So like anytime anything is wrong with her, like it's just like all of everybody's focus is like right there, and like she is like my entire world. Like my little sister is my everything. She is like that twin connection that twins have when they're born on the same day. I think it's more because they're in the womb together, but I feel like I have like that type of connection with her because we were born on the same day, and we were always like inseparable. Like I like helped raise her, even though she was born when I was 5. I still, like, my parents would call me Mother Becca and stuff like that. Okay, so now that I have all of that obnoxiousness covered up, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in shade 122. So yeah, so whenever anything happens with my sister, it's like really scary, and like everybody, like that's what their focus is on and stuff. So she like went into the hospital at the end of July, and it was like pretty scary, pretty intense. She did end up having to have emergency surgery, and that's like kind of for like a whole separate, like on its own video. Oh, and this is the Morphe M439 brush. So yeah, she ended up having to have emergency surgery. She was in the hospital for a few weeks actually, and right when she got discharged from the hospital and everything was like all cool and everything, like literally, so she was discharged, and then like she was home for like 2 days, and then her like she didn't have like urine output and stuff, so she had to like go back in and get tested for more things and just like monitored overnight. So after she was monitored overnight and then discharged the next day, my older sister actually was admitted to the ER. And she was admitted with liver failure, and I don't know if the liver failure and kidney failure were, well, I know the liver failure was happening because that's been going on for a couple of years. I just can't remember if the kidney failure was part of it. But I know that from her liver failing like so drastically when she was in the hospital, her kidneys were failing as well because her blood was like just practically poisoning her. Like that's what happens to your body when your liver doesn't filter your blood. That's why people go through dialysis, because it just cleans their blood and stuff. So she was on like most of the time when people get dialysis, they get it like a session, like a few minute session, and it like cleans their blood, like circulates it through like pretty quickly. But hers was so bad that they had to just do it really slowly and continuously. And she, because of all of the medications that she was on, this is like makes it weird when I talk, because of all the medication she was on, she was pretty much in a medically induced coma. It wasn't a coma, but like she was asleep. So now I'm just gonna go in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in shade Light Neutral, which I'm almost out of, and I need to get more of. Ugh. But just to warn you, if you don't deal well with death, this is not a good video for you to continue watching, or maybe you should just skip ahead a little bit. I'll try to post down below where I start talking about this. But that's actually part of the reason why I'm doing my makeup while doing this, because I don't want to cry. So, yeah, she was asleep for about 2 weeks, and like anytime, like they had to keep her asleep for that long, because anytime she tried to wake up, her like swallowing wasn't working or something like that, and she would start to choke on fluid, and like her own fluid, I think, because it's not like she was drinking, she was literally trying to wake up. So, which ended up resulting in her contracting pneumonia from that, because it's fluid in the lungs. But when she woke up, oh yeah, and the other thing about her is she was a smoker. So, and they deal with smokers differently in hospitals. Like they put a nicotine patch on you so you don't go through withdrawals. But since she was asleep, they didn't put one on her. And like her doctor like said, no, I don't want this on her. Like there's no point. And she was asleep for so long that it didn't affect her when she woke up. So, so she woke up and some nurse decided to stick a nicotine patch on her, which started to make her like kind of overdose on nicotine and start to like hallucinate. And she was actually really funny, because when she was waking up, like, you know, whenever anybody wakes up, people are like, all right, do you know where you are? Do you know what your name is? How old are you? What year is it? Who's the president? So they asked her who the president was, and she said Obama. And they were like, no, honey, like, there's been an election since then. Like, Obama's not the president anymore. And she was like, oh, well, some other douchebag then. Like, she was so freaking funny. Like, when I heard that, that cracked me up. And that made everybody feel a little bit better, because it was like she was being her. And originally when she was asleep, they said that when she woke up, chances were she would have 6 months or less to live before her body gave out. But I think all of us were holding on to that 6 months with everything that we had, especially like her mom, because she always lived with her mom, and she also had a son. He's 8, and she's not with the father. He's a terrible person, so she had him 5 days a week. Like, he only went to his dad twice a week. So like everybody was just devastated, like holding on to that 6 months with everything that we had. And when she woke up, like nothing improved. Like the wrong levels went up, you know, like the things that aren't supposed to improve when like you're like that, because it's supposed to like improve in a certain order or something like that. Like it wasn't happening the way it was supposed to happen. And this entire time, like obviously she didn't see her son, because like no 8-year-old needs to see his mom like that. And then my sister and Marius and I had gone to see her, like my younger sister that's not the youngest, but just below me, because she's like my best friend and we work together and stuff. So we went to see her a few times when she was asleep, and then we finally got to see her when she woke up. There's nothing new in this game. You got to give it up. Oh, now I'm going in with, fuck, I have to take this out. It's the Anastasia Light Medium Contour Kit. I'm not actually gonna take it out because these are so freaking annoying to take out. Who feels my pain? These are so hard to take out. It's probably like Havana or Java or something like that. I don't know. So when she had woken up, the day that she woke up was August 6th, and, or no, that wasn't the day she woke up. She woke up like a week before that, but once she had woken up, that was when we decided, like everybody was like okay with her son going to see her, because like she would actually be able to talk to him and describe to him like what's happening and right? So now to contour my nose, I always use this one. I use this one for like my cheeks and forehead, but I use this one for my nose. A Morphe M433 brush to contour my nose. And I also contour it to make it look thicker instead of thinner like most people do, because I just think that looks better on me. Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette, and I love this palette. The only thing that I don't like is that it's like actual sparkles in it. They're not very many, but like still there's like quite a few. But I think I'm gonna use Forever Young, the purple one. I might actually mix it with Kitty Cat, the pink one, because I just like to do that. So they were having a meeting with her doctors about the options that she had, which was really, we can keep you here and you can like pass away, like as you pass away, like, but we'll still like keep you on life support and stuff. Or you can choose, like everybody has the choice to be taken off life support and go home and spend their last moments with their family, and that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to spend her last moments with her son. And actually that day, earlier in that morning, he actually like finally got to see her. Like they finally got to see each other and stuff, and she like described to him like, you know, mommy's not gonna make it, you know, how you describe to an 8-year-old what's gonna happen. And now I'm using the Smashbox LA Lights Blush and Highlight Palette, Pacific Coast Pink. I think I'm gonna use the rich pink one, the like super pink one right there. Us information for like 10 minutes, like it wasn't anything. And that day, actually, my brother and his girlfriend were having a going away party because they were moving to Michigan in 2 days. So that was a Sunday and they were moving on a Tuesday. So my dad got there and he was like, yeah, she decided that she wanted to go home. And we cried and all that, and then we went to my brother's going away party, and he told my brother, and we all decided, like, we knew that she had a week or less, but like I said, when we knew that she had 6 months, like, we were hanging on to that week and a half with like literally everything that we had. So like we planned to like she was getting taken off life support that night, Sunday night, and she was gonna go home. We're gonna let her get comfortable for a night and then go over like as soon as we could that Monday and see her, tell her we loved her, tell her we would never let anything happen to her son, and yeah, like just say our last goodbyes, you know. And we went home, like Marius and I like came home, and I showered. I remember that specifically. I showered and I washed my hair, which was good because I didn't shower for like 4 days after this. But anyways, we were just like watching a movie, and it was actually a scary movie, which I couldn't deal with after this, but I got a text from my dad, and so I opened it and I just looked at it. I almost didn't even read it, and it said Paige passed away at 8:52 p.m. and I got the text at 8:56 p.m. and I was in like shock for a second, like a very quick second, and then I threw my phone to Marius. I didn't like chuck it, like he was literally sitting right next to me. I just like tossed it over to him, and he was like, what is happening? And I just like gave him my phone, and I just like crying, like it's like those scenes that you see in like movies when like somebody finds out somebody passed and they just like completely break down, and like that's exactly what happened. And I just broke down and I was like screaming and crying, and he was so awesome. He was like trying to like comfort me, talking so much. So this is the Anastasia angle brush that you can, I don't know if it has a number, it just like doesn't say anything. And then I'm using this shade right here from the contour kit because your girl ran out of Brow Wiz like a long time ago. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the Jaclyn Hill palette for my audience because, like, let's face it, it's fucking beautiful, and I love Jaclyn Hill with like everything in me. I'm gonna start out by taking my Morphe M441, and I'm gonna take, so I think I'm gonna start by taking this shade right here, and I'm just gonna like put that in my crease and stuff. And now I'm gonna take this shade right here and just like put it over top of what I just did. I'm now going in with this one right here, and but I'm not gonna bring it as far in, and then I'm really gonna focus it on the outer corner like I did that the last color. Alright, now I'm gonna go in with this color and just focus in more on the outside. I'm gonna use the 433 and I think I'm gonna use this one to start out because I haven't used that one yet, and I might put another one on top. I'll let you know. And I'm gonna get it on my brush, and then I want it to be like bam in your face. I'm gonna spray it with some Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and then I'm just gonna put it on like my inner corner. So now I'm just gonna take all those colors, like the dark colors that I put on my lid, and like in the order that I put them on, and then put them on my lower lash line with an E18. So I've been using the Becca, you can't really see it because of the reflection, but the Becca Jaclyn Hill like face palette as my mirror. So I'm just going to use the Champagne Pop for the highlight on my eyes. Since I got the Anastasia lip palette, I'm just going to take the red from the lip palette and just put it straight on my lips because I think that is more of what I'm going for. Okay, so my camera is about to die, so I'm gonna finish fixing my lips, put on some mascara and some eyelashes, and then I'll come back, show you guys the finished look. Anyways, so this is the finished look. Alright, so if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for supporting me and listening to what I had to say, and also waiting to see what ended up being created on my face. And if you are a regular follower of me and are back to get the updates, then thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to like and comment and subscribe. That would be freaking awesome. I love all of you guys so much. Yeah, I'm so thankful for you guys. Like, making videos makes me so happy, doing makeup makes me so happy, and sharing it with everybody just makes me even happier. So I'm actually planning on vlogging my LA trip, so keep a lookout for that. I'm sure it'll be hilarious because that's just who we are. We're funny ass people. What can I say? Yeah, if you want to keep up with me, you can go ahead and follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I will leave the username links to all those down below. And don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.